I don't want to get cut off like I did last time. That was so okay, so first I want to start with you guys each telling me one win that you have from this past week.
I haven't touched that candy in the break room.
Yes.
Woo!
It's a miracle.
And somebody brought some English toffee. It was Jennifer from her Disneyland trip, and but I didn't touch it, and I didn't have Panera pastries today either.
Oh man, those were haunting me today. What about you, Melissa?
I have fasted from 8 o'clock or 7:30 till noon every day. It's actually been almost 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
And it's like, this is so easy. It's so easy. That part I have. I'm struggling with the carbs today, so that's another story. But yeah, that's a whole nother story.
We gotta celebrate all the wins.
Okay, that was a win. I've done it 2 weeks, and it's like it's old news. That's old news.
Good, yeah. I love it. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's how we do things. We just one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
On to the next. You can worry about carbs next week.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the things I wanted to talk about is this. I don't know if you guys have ever heard this, but a lot of times when it comes to macro tracking, you'll hear people talk about if it fits my macros.
Yes.
So I want to be able to talk to you guys about why we don't in this program recommend that or kind of go by that philosophy. And the reason is because even though we don't go deep about your macronutrients, the reason that we don't just eat whatever you want as long as it fills your macros every day is because the second most important part of your food is those micronutrients that are in good foods. You need those vitamins and those minerals that are in those good, clean, whole, raw foods. Right. And so that's why, on days where you get to feel like you eat a lot of carbs, and I'm not saying that everybody feels that way. Some of you may be, eating carbs, and even on a regular macro day, carbs feel low to you. So I don't mean to suggest that everybody feels the same way. But regardless, it's not just like stuff your face with like potato chips and French fries and whatever. So it is really important that on every day, even on Saturday, even when we say like, hey, bust through your leg workout, work through all of that and treat yourself. It doesn't mean go ham all day, like just eat, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Have a treat, enjoy it, like whatever it is, a donut, some cupcakes, some drinks, whatever, enjoy it. But that doesn't mean, do whatever the whole day. You don't want to throw away all the hard work that you're doing. So you may hear that from other people. I know somebody in here has asked me about it. Am I recording? I feel like I didn't. Oh, no, I am. Okay, cool. Somebody asked me about it, and so I just wanted to clarify in case you guys were wondering. And just to reiterate that it's not just about the macros. It's not just about the carbs. It's not about the protein. It's not about the fats. It's about good, healthy food.
Okay.
Across the board. And then the second thing I want to go into that is when I talk about, just kind of going ham on your nutrition and kind of going, on Saturdays, just kind of going for a free for all. And that's in regards to weekends. So obviously, like, especially in like, our society, weekends are for kicking back, taking a break, letting loose, relaxing and all that. Hey, babe. And so it's really natural for us to like come onto a weekend and be like, it's the weekend. Like, let me just, let me kind of do this. Let me do that, which I have nothing against that. And I'm not asking or telling you like you shouldn't be that way in your life. You totally should. Take the break, whatever. But the thing is that we want to change the relationship that you have with food and it not be the source of like celebratory things. Right? Not that it can't be, but it shouldn't be the all, right? It shouldn't be like, okay, it's Saturday, like I'm gonna, go out to breakfast and eat, pancakes, and then for lunch I'm gonna eat fried chicken, and for dinner and dessert and cocktails and the way that you get to that place, I believe, is by really feeling on Monday through Friday that you're not depriving yourself.
Right.
And I get that some of you may be, eating less sugar or giving up gluten or giving up soda for the first time or fast food. I get that. I get that you may be giving up some things. But I think where you have to be careful is that you're not in the mindset, you're not telling yourself that you're not getting something. Like that you're truly changing your mindset of like, I really am fueling my body to be the best body that I can have. And that's why you have to have that thing behind why you're doing this. And it has to be strong. It can't just be 10 pounds or a pair of jeans or whatever. That's why the underlining, reason that you're doing this, that you want to be healthier, it has to be really strong. And you have to kind of remind yourself of it, pretty regularly so that you can, it's bigger than whatever kind of treat you want or binge eating session you want to have. So that being said, yes.
That's mine. That's why.
I love it. Oh, I love those little girls. So Leticia, Melissa is.
That's why. There they are. They are.
So pretty.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm adorable.
Yes.
So Melissa is my elementary school best friend mom.
Oh my gosh.
She was like my second mom growing up.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So, and I got to meet her granddaughters for the first time last summer when we were driving back from my parents.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful.
And I told Melissa, like when I saw her playing with her granddaughters, I was like, this is it. Like, not all grandparents going to do that. And Leticia, I know you have that same thing with your grandkids. Like, not all grandparents want to, but
I want to be in shape for it. I want to feel good.
You got to keep up with them.
Yeah.
Because they're going all the time. So yeah.
Yeah. So and that's what it's got to be bigger than that. It's got to be bigger than whatever. And I don't take it lightly. I really don't, you guys. I've struggled so much with my relationship with food. I don't take it lightly at all. I don't think it's this easy this easy thing, but I do think that the more you can really connect with that bigger reason, I don't want to say the easier, but just the more you'll set yourself up for success to really make some good, healthy changes in your life. So that was the other thing about weekends. So again, just to really, I don't mean for you to deprive yourself for 5 days and trick and tell yourself, oh, I didn't really deprive. Like I literally don't want you to deprive yourself during the week and make it feel like, okay, I got to go all in on the weekends. You know what I mean?
I don't feel like I was deprived at all week.
Yeah, me either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And you got to really be, communicate with me for sure, but also really be aware, because as we get into the later weeks, your workouts start to get more intense. And depending on your goals and depending on how you're feeling, we may even switch up your macros a little bit. And you have to be really aware, because you may go into a Monday or a Tuesday workout or even a Wednesday workout, or maybe even the end of the week, and be like, Erin, like I just don't feel like I have enough, like I can't get through it or whatever. We need to have that conversation, because you may get to that point where maybe you're working harder in your workouts, so you are feeling like you need a little bit more fuel to get through those. So we can, it's always a work in progress and a tweak. So sorry, I'm looking at my phone because I have my little notes from here. Okay, so I know we talked a little bit last week about alcohol, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about it, because I know it's really easy to I know people feel, I don't like, but I get it. I know most people have their vices, and I'm all for it. But whether it's wine, whether it's cocktails, whether it's beer, the thing about alcohol is that it doesn't matter like what you put in it. So say you're having like the skinniest margarita there is. The alcohol itself breaks down to sugar. Like
What do you say?
You said you're losing them. He thinks you're over.
Antoine, you're right.
You have mention margaritas.
Yay. I know your drink of choice. And I know that I can be like, I know there are other coaches out there that like would tell you easily to like, oh, have that wine or whatever. It's not my thing, so it's easy for me to really talk about. But the facts is that regardless of how skinny you make a drink, or non-hoppy or whatever, the alcohol itself breaks down as sugar. So even if you're literally drinking an alcohol of the gluten-free vodka or whatever, the alcohol.
Wait, they have that?
They totally do.
Yeah, now you tell me.
Mm-hmm. So, that's why even if it's your thing, even if you're like, okay, it's my treat or whatever on a Saturday, I just want you to know what it is, like what it,
Okay.
You got to be careful with it. And that rolls me into my next thing I want to talk about. You have goals, and that's why you invested this time and money into yourself. And we have all the time in the world. This is not the short game like I keep talking about, and I told you I'm going to be a broken record on this. However, you're here to achieve a goal, and that doesn't need to be forever. Like even if it's like, okay, I want to feel better in my clothes, or I want to drop a certain amount of weight, or I want to learn new, I want to battle my sugar addiction or whatever it is. You're here for that. And that's way more important than any other thing that you're like, oh, well, do I have to like give up my creamer, my coffee, or my alcohol, my wine at night, or this and that. No, you don't have to, of course. But you have goals right now. And guess what? You're going to achieve that goal. And once you're there, once you're like, I feel good, I'm living that life I want to, you're in maintenance mode. Then you don't have to like, hey, like I feel like having a glass of wine and it's Tuesday. Like, go for it. Knock yourself out.
Ooh, Tuesday. Oh my.
Hey, us with little kids, we gotta do whatever we gotta do to get through.
Really.
But so just be conscious of that. Like there's a reason that you're here, and it's you're not going to die if you go without something that you really like, and it's not forever. Like it doesn't need to be forever. You will get to a place where you're like, I'm good, I'm happy, I'm healthy, and then you go into maintenance mode, and that's a different ball game. But right now you're not in that. You know what I mean? You're in the hard work. I need to hustle and do all the things type thing. So I think that might have been, so I told you guys that, I don't know whether you saw my post, but I told you guys that yesterday that I didn't eat a lot because I had this interesting experience with food and I wanted to share it with you. I figured I'd wait till tonight to share it. So I had yesterday, I didn't plan well, and so I ended up going to Chipotle. It's kind of one of my go-tos because I know I can get something that, is on the healthier side or whatever. I've Chipotle down the street. I've eaten it a million times. Every once in a while, I'll be like, oh, I don't think it really sits well with me. I don't know if I should really be eating it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the oil they use or what. But yesterday, for a second, or not a second, for about 10 minutes, I was like, oh, I think I got food poisoning. Like I started sweating and like my stomach was cramping and I'm like, oh, what is going on here? And then it kind of subsided, but man, the bloat I had was, it was so painful. And I was like, thing about Chipotle, like there's like 8 ingredients. So I'm like, I don't know what it is. Is it tomatoes? Is it the beans? Is it the rice? Is it the guacamole? Like, I don't know what it is. So that kind of sucks because I can't. Sometimes, like, if I eat something, like, I did this with I always learn, or I've been taught for the last several years of my life that soy is bad for you as a woman.
Yes.
But then I started learning that there's, like, healthier versions of soy. So about a year ago, I tried everybody, like, tempeh. It's like tofu, but something's different about it. I don't know. Tempeh is like all the craze and everywhere that I was looking and all the recipes. And so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try it. I've never been a huge fan of tofu because I don't like the consistency. But I tried it and it was delicious. Like I loved it. But man, no. My body was like, nope, not for you. And I was like, all right, noted. Like, I will never have it again. It was so clear to me. And I think because I kind of ate it by myself, or maybe I ate by itself, or maybe I ate it with, I don't know, green beans that I eat every other day. I knew it wasn't the green beans, but I was like, all right. So just because it's healthy doesn't mean that it's going to agree with your body. Everybody's different. And two, that's the coolest part about this, because the more you really like focus on what you eat and how you feel and what workouts you do and how you feel and fasting and how you feel, you start to become this like master of your body. You're like, you're like, oh, like I know corn is like a super inflammatory to me. I will wake up with like huge bags under my eyes, my eyeballs, like my eyelids will be puffy. I'm like putting on eyeshadow and I'm like, okay, like there's some water in there. I still eat it, but you just, it's so cool because it's like you really learn like more about your body and like the science about it and the food and how your body responds. And even if that's a workout or whatever, like some people, just respond differently to different kinds of workouts, and you got to listen to your body and be like, okay, well, yes, there are all these benefits to this type of food or this type of workout, but it's not for me. That's, that's what you just got to let it be that. And sometimes like with corn and me, because I'm a popcorn fanatic, I just am like, well, I'm just going to eat it, and know that, I should probably eliminate it for 30 days and see the benefits of that. And that'll help me learn. But sometimes you got to learn the hard way over and over again.
Popcorn affects you?
It's corn. I think it's inflammatory to me.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. And I eat, tortilla chips, like chips and salsa, chips and guacamole, corn like I can't live without tacos. I already gave up flour tortillas and sour cream. I mean, come on. Like, give me a break. Like, what are you? I gotta live my life over here. I don't.
Really? I want to eat.
Yes.
Really?
It's again, it's priorities. Like, it's just not. I'm not there in my life yet. I'm not.
I love it.
I'm not giving up all the things. So that's really what I wanted to cover tonight. And then, I wanted to share my win with you was that I actually said I was only going to eat popcorn 2 days a week. It was going to be Thursday night and Saturday night. And I had my popcorn last night and I haven't had any before and since.
Yay.
I think I had another one, but I can't remember what it is. But that's pretty big for me because I just came off of probably a 3-month stint of having it like 7 days a week. So,
are you kidding? Oh my gosh!
No. Every night.
Crazy.
Yeah, especially when I gave up sugar. It was like I had to soothe myself, which I know is just another form of emotional eating or whatever. But I had to fill it in. That's what I did.
Popcorn's probably better than sugar.
It is.
A lot better. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
Wow.
So what kinds of questions do you ladies have for me?
So my question is that I don't have because you're on my phone. You're on my phone because I couldn't get on my computer. But today, I haven't put my macros in. I really struggled. I could not get enough carbs in. And I realized I don't eat enough carbs. And it's a struggle. So give me some ideas of foods that I can eat. I was eating fruit this afternoon. Like, okay, I got to eat something. And it's like, I don't eat bread. I haven't been eating bread for a long time.
Yeah.
So
what about how much, like, do you eat fruit every day and what kinds of fruits are you eating?
I'm eating berries. It's summer in Oregon, Erin. It's summer in Oregon. We eat berries.
I know.
But it's like 4 cups of berries. I'll be crazy. So usually I eat berries. That was hard on Monday and Tuesday because I didn't eat any berries. But the last 2 days, yes, I've had my berries. The last 3 days. But today I said, well, how am I going to amp up this carb thing? So I had a bowl of berries, and I said, I'm going to have another bowl of berries. Did I have 2? No, I only had 1. But it was like, I'm looking around going, okay, what else can I eat? Berries.
Yeah.
Lots of berries all day long. I'll have a berry smoothie.
Watermelon? Melon?
I don't like melon.
Oh, watermelon? No watermelon?
Oh. No melon. I don't like the texture.
What about bananas?
I like bananas.
Bananas. They got a lot of carbs in them. They got the most carbs in them.
Apples, pears.
Apples.
I love apples. I have one in the fridge. Oops, too late. It's 8:30. Can't eat it. Okay.
You're
Now
right.
you
I'm drinking my dinner right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Do I need to amp up the fruit on this day?
yeah, vegetables.
Okay.
And then
Well, I had kale, I had peppers, I had onions and mushrooms, but they don't, actually I was surprised. Mushrooms they don't have much
no
carb. No.
Mm-mm.
So that's what I usually go to, you know. I have to look at broccoli. How about broccoli? Got some carbs?
Not very much.
No, see, and all the stuff I like. So I realized I'm not eating a lot of carbs.
I mean, this is
I will say that's an eye opener to me. I figure because I didn't eat bread, I just kind of self-regulated that I don't eat bread, that I still was getting carbs from other things. So it was really eye opening. So that was good. Yeah.
Good. Let me put a list together and throw some things out there because there's so many options. I mean, that's not, like I said, there's worse problems to have.
Right.
There's so many options. It's going to be a matter of what you like to eat. And so what are your dinners like? Are they typically like, are you a meat eater?
Yep. I'll get like, this week I got skewers, the little beef skewers, and I have them do 2, and then I know how much they weigh, how much one skewer is, so it's easy. And I just grill them, and then I have them, I nuke them a little, and I have those. And this week it was peppers and onions and mushrooms, or it's broccoli. So it's usually a protein and a lot of vegetables.
Okay.
That's how I've been eating for a long time.
Okay. So the sweet peppers are they have some good carbs in them.
Okay.
Yep. What about like zucchini or sweet potatoes?
I love both.
Sweet potatoes got great carbs in them.
Okay. I'm writing notes.
Do some slices, do some chunks. Those are great to like throw in the oven like on a weekend and just make a bunch of them, and they just bring them in.
Just eat
That's
away.
how I like them, a little crispy, or saute them, whatever.
Yeah. In fact, I've got zucchini growing. I don't think I have any coming yet, but yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Need some.
I'll steal from Reagan because she has them.
Yes. Still all the vegetables.
Yeah. That was my struggle. I think that was my eye opener, and then my struggle was you're just not eating enough carbs. So.
Yeah, I have that struggle too. It's very weird to me, and I can go. I have a hard time because if I need carbs, I go to snacky food like popcorn and chips, and like that's not healthy. It's not horrible, but I'm like, there's other things I could be eating, but
healthier. Yeah. I'm not big on.
Yeah, I'll put a list up and
Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I don't know what the heck I'm doing when it comes to some of this food and stuff and tracking, because like yesterday, it showed that for the whole day I ate, I think, 1,040 calories for the whole day, and I wasn't really hungry. And when I get real busy or I get too preoccupied, I don't eat anyway. So and then I'm tracking, I'm trying to get healthier, but I'm losing it on when it comes to looking at the macros and when it comes to looking at the nutrients. I have never even heard of macros until you got me in this program. So I don't know what is going on with this.
Yeah,
so I'm looking at
sorry.
It's okay, because I'm going.
Safe place, Antoine. Safe place. There's no laughing. Yeah, he just said, I don't know what macro is either.
So I'm like, what on earth? And then I feel like I think I'm eating okay and healthy. I mean, I definitely am not eating a lot of the junk I used to. So I'm trying to do healthier. I even started to throw in a little meat for protein. I'm sorry, I'm just wondering here. Anyway, so
go ahead.
I'm just like figuring out what on earth am I doing with these nutrients versus my macros. I mean, because I'm thinking it's even showing me, remember when I sent you that one where it showed that I was a little under, but yet when I looked at my net carbs, I'm like, what on earth? Why are these numbers so high?
Yeah, so I'm not really, and I never looked at your net carbs, and I definitely can, but can I just sign in here? What is that? I feel like I'm missing. Okay, sorry. I think that I just want to show it to you, but the reason I said you're fine is because your total carbs on that screen where you see the pie and then the numbers are underneath it, that number is going to be your total carbs. That's always going to be higher than your net carbs because your net carbs are your total carbs minus your fiber. So if your carbs are good, then I'm not worried about your net carbs. Like, let's say your carbs were 70 over what your goal is. I'd be like, well, let me see your net carbs. And then if you only had 20 grams of fiber, I'd be like, okay, you're 50 over. Let's, kind of see, let's try to get closer to that goal the next day. But if your carbs that you're showing me in your pie and in the amounts below are under, in the ballpark of your goal, then you're good.
Okay.
So that's why I said don't worry about your net carbs, because you weren't over. Anyway, so
okay.
You weren't going to be over with your net carbs, because your net carbs are always going to be lower than your regular carbs.
But then, didn't you say that like I'm looking at the day? Didn't you say like the carbohydrates were 148 and the fiber was 23? Don't you subtract? Am I not looking at the right thing? And that's net carb, right?
Your carbs were 148 and your fiber was 20 what?
23.
Yeah, so
125.
Yeah, 125. So you were fine.
That's high, isn't it?
No.
What? Wait, what am I thinking of then? What am I supposed to be at then?
Well, wasn't this on like Wednesday or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But I thought we're not supposed to have a higher than 50 net carbs, or what? Am I lost or confused?
No. That's just on Monday and Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah. That's just Monday and Tuesday. So if you look right now, if you go into that pie.
Okay.
Why can't I log in? This is driving me nuts. If you go into the pie, it'll show you. Okay, hang on. Let me go in so I know what I'm talking about.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay, nutrition. Okay, so you'll see down below carbohydrates, fat, and protein. If your goal should be 50% carbohydrates,
right,
30%, and protein is at 20%. So if you're around 50%, then you're good, because this is a regular day. So the 50% is for a regular day. Monday and Tuesday is the only 2 days that you need to be around or under 50. And in reality, I would say more around 70 or 80.
Oh, but you're saying the net carbs should be about?
Yes. Your total carbs minus your fiber, just for Monday and Tuesday.
Okay, and I totally did not understand today. What's today supposed to be about?
Okay.
Wait, can I interrupt for a minute?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go back. Monday and Tuesday is what? Carbs are what?
Low carb, right.
That's low, right? So it's 25% less? No, that was today.
No, that's today. So Monday and Tuesday, this is how it goes. Monday and Tuesday, in both of you, should be more around 70 or 80.
Why? Because we're older?
No, because of thyroid.
Oh, I shouldn't have told you.
Which honestly, I'm pretty sure everybody in this group is. So
yeah. Okay, so 70 or 80% carbs?
No, not percent. Grams.
70 or 80 grams.
So yes. So if you put in, okay, hang on. Sorry, let me pull this up.
Okay, wait. Tell me. So Monday, I just want to go back. Monday and Tuesday. What's the percentage? Is there a percentage?
It's not a percentage. It's going to be different for each person.
Got it. Okay.
So if you're at, okay, let me edit my goals. And that's why I said you want to play with it. Like, let's say, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, I don't know what my goals are. Let me see. I think they're set right. But anyway, it says I should have a 15,580 calories. It says at 50%, I should be at 198 grams. This is a regular day.
Yeah.
So Leticia, this number here on the left for your carbohydrates total, that's your goal for the day, for regular macro days.
Oh, okay.
So then to get this to about, let's say for all of us, it's going to be about 70 or 80. I can kind of play with this, but it's going to be around maybe 20%. Then,
wait, carbs are 20%.
It depends. You may be a little bit different, but
I'm actually close to you because I can see my net stuff was similar to yours.
Okay.
So 30. I'll go look at it though, but okay, protein.
And so then you're going to keep protein the same, and you're going to add the difference to your fat, whatever it is.
Oh, 24. Oh, so you have that much fat that day. See? Yeah, okay. See, I can do the fat. It's the carbs. The fat's not
Apparently,
a
I'm
problem.
not having enough fat. What the heck am I supposed to get fat in?
Avocado.
Yeah. Coconut, if you're cooking, throw some coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil. Like I said, MCT oil in your smoothie, in your shake, in your coffee, avocados, nuts, handful of nuts. That's what I ate before I walked out the door was a handful of walnuts, even though they're not my favorite, but they're good fat and
what you had.
Filling.
Okay, Monday, Tuesday. I got this.
Okay, so Monday and Tuesday, if you set your percentage, your carbs at about 20%, your fat at about 60, and protein stays at 20.
Okay.
That'll be Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Then Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, we're 50 carbs, 30 fat, and 20 protein.
And Friday's hard.
Friday and Sunday, you're not going to look at your percentage. You're going to take your numbers and you're going to cut it by 25%. So like if I take 198, so you're just gonna kind of have to whether you write these, really? If you write these, oh no, it's not. Write these numbers down, but if you're, where's my calculator going? Oh, over here. So my carbs are 198, and I times it by 0.25, 49.50. 198 minus 49.50 is 148.50 is what my goal is going to be on carbs, and you're going to do that across the board with your carbs and your fat and your protein. So the percentages stay the same, but you're going to decrease this number by 25%, and that's your goal for Friday and Sundays.
Okay.
So you know what would be helpful, Erin, because the week changes so much, and we all have the different. If you could just, I know it's because everybody has different likes and that kind of thing, but if you could just give us an idea of how your diet changes from Monday and Tuesday to Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday to Friday, Sunday,
sure.
I think it would help to see what you're eating more or less of on those days. Like I did really well Wednesday. Well, I did, but I was gone. I didn't post. Well, no, that was Thursday. I did better on Wednesday because it was like, okay, I knew what I was doing and I could do it. Like today I struggled with all the carbs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. I can definitely do that.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions?
It makes more sense now. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was watching this training video on this thing. I was trying to get to watch a different part of it. But and I was like, oh yeah, I mean I did, we should have had just a video on this during prep week at some point. So you guys could really
Was it from your program, or was it a YouTube, or what was it?
It was in my coaching community. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Our creator of the Faster Way.
Okay. Erin, this is a process you're learning. So
totally. You guys are my guinea pigs.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted you in here, because I knew you would just love on me and
it's all good. It's all good.
Let me make mistakes.
Hey, it's gonna be fine. We're all gonna be so fabulous.
I know. I totally know it. That was the other reason too. I wanted you to be in here so you could be those winning stories I have to be like, look at what they did.
Well, we haven't done it yet, but you're giving us the encouragement.
Oh, you're gonna do it. I don't have no doubt. No doubt whatsoever. Okay, ladies, well, if you don't have any other questions, then I'm going to let you all get into your weekend. And so here's my thing. I'm going on vacation. I'm going to go to my parents on Monday. You may either really see me a lot, or you may see me very little. It just kind of depends on how my vacation goes. Sometimes I get super inspired and I just want to tell you all the things and, just be all in. And sometimes I'm like, I don't really want to talk to anybody. So, but regardless, I won't fall off the face of the earth or anything. I just mean you may be like, okay, Erin, enough is enough. We don't want to see your face anymore. but just to give you fair warning. And I do plan on, I'm actually really looking forward to the time. I was only going to take 3 days or 2 days. I don't know. But I was like, you know what? I can take the time. I have it. And I really kind of want to pour into this and see like where I can improve things and what I can do in the future and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that.
Cool.
It'll be good.
Tell your mom and dad I said hi.
I will. They're driving right now. They stopped in Longview. They picked up my niece in Portland and then decided to drive to They had a long drive today because they stayed in. Yeah. Anyway, it's a long story, but they're with my kids and my niece.
Oh, they have your boys?
Yeah.
Cool.
They came and picked them up yesterday.
Yay. Yay.
Yeah. So
that's nice.
yes, they're already having adventures.
I bet they are. I love it.
They stayed in a train caboose last night.
Oh, fun.
They're crazy. My dad's got old ideas.
OD, he's got some things to do, right?
He does. He totally does.
I love it. I love it.
Plans.
And the kids love him.
I
think if you just give us some ideas of how your diet changes during the week would be super, and then you can go on vacation and we won't bother you.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
All right.
Okay, ladies, have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for joining me.
You too. Have a great weekend.
All right. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Erin.
Thank you. Yeah.
On the Facebook thing, did you want me just to, because I can't seem to get that